Alright, we're going to continue with the storyline. This quest is called Shared Paths. It's given to us by Shared Paths. Paths. I don't know why I have such problems sometimes with the TH. Paths. 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 I don't know. Anyway, given to us by Sphene. We are currently still in the throne room where we just defeated the boss for recollection. If you left here, let's actually path this out a little bit. If you leave the throne room, you find yourself in Solution 9. That should not be hard at all. Yeah, so it's in this top left, the very, very, very north of Solution 9. In the area called Resolution, the government sector. Yeah, you just pop in here. Wait, nope, that's not right. So yeah, you just talk to the lift attendant. Proceed to throne room. Yeah, no problem. And if you don't know how to get back to Solution 9 from wherever you are, that's an entirely different ball of wax. I can't help you there. Or I'm not going to. I've done that before. This time I think it would take a long time. Let's talk about it really quick though. Lenosha, for whatever reason, Limsa specifically. Okay, I think this might be how you do it. You go to Old Charlian via Limsa via this docks, these docks over here in the lower decks. From Old Charlian, you can take a boat to Tuliolal. Tuliolal is still my current home point, not my free point. My free point has always been Gridania, and it has always served me well. But yeah, I think that would be how you get back to this area. Also, if it matters, if you make your home point Old Charlian, you have access to all of this stuff, the rods at Han, Thavner, etc. I apparently don't have something explored over here to... That's dumb. You can go back to Limsa Laminsa, and from there you can go to Gridania, Thanolin, etc. whatever. Ulda. Tuliolal, obviously, for the current expansion. Labyrinthos gets you to... nothing really you need, I suppose. Anyway, sorry. So, Sphene in the throne room gives us Shared Paths. Here we go. Level 100, not that it matters, but with the new expansion possibly coming out at some point in time, I guess it matters to say it, because this is me doing these for people who are hard of vision. So, here we go. Cutscene. We're just kind of looking at the defeated...
Selenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
The mechanized, great sword wielding robot female of awesomeness, who I guess the consciousness of her previous protector Zelenia was put into and corrupted to thinking the fake Sphene was needed protecting. I don't know. I guess that's the best explanation I can have for it. Watch my previous story videos if you want more. So I don't remember. It's been a while. We see Sphene dipping her head a little bit.
Oh, we found you at last.
Tears dropping from her face. And the doors open behind us, and Wook comes in with Krile, Raha.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Shale? I think her name is Shale? Oh, that can't be right. I don't think it's right, but it might be right. I explained to them what happened. cutscene goes black.
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calix claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the ninth, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here
I
first?
got it right. Shale.
I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
I give her a nod. And I think that, oh yeah, we all accompany her toward the throne. Which is a high, very, very high-backed chair, cushioned, that has
This
seen
tiara. It was hers. The Endless Fiends.
much better days.
What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
Contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calix likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calix made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
Sphene approaches the tiara. I called it a crown.
This contains the memories of another me. A tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
I don't know why you're asking me. I don't care. Take it. It's yours.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
This is the first time I'm saying this, but I'm kind of surprised that Wuklamat doesn't have abs. Got a flat stomach, belly, and any belly button. It kind of, for whatever reason, her stomach is. There are like these lines, like small indentations in a cross pattern, a plus shaped pattern. You know, through the navel being the center. But I'm kind of surprised she doesn't have abs. She's like this buff warrior type, and she's badass. And this is the first time I've really thought about it. She should probably have abs. I don't know.
No objections from me.
Do any female characters in this game have abs? Do the male characters have abs, or do they have flat stomachs as well? Just like a sheet? I don't know.
All right, I'm finished.
Very important.
Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
The most important thing is... Sorry. Okay, bye. Not bye, I'm still here. I'll talk less, maybe? I don't know. We all walk past the same positioned mech warrior that the mind of her Sphene's previous guardian.
Farewell, Selenia.
Zelenia, the protector. That fight was cool. I should not have died twice. I messed up. I know how I messed up. I know how to fix it. One of them was just because I didn't recognize the sword was lit up and ready to slash, but I'm pretty sure in my previous video I I made sure to say that when she says this, a particular phrase, it is accompanied by the sword part. And I think she only does the sword thing like every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes, something like that. I don't know for sure, but I can easily say that I've understood now how to dodge basically everything else. But anyway, we are back in the back room of Solution 9. I mean, it's Zoctoral is the big zone, but we're in Solution 9. The back room is in Solution 9. Here we go. Talk to Sphene to continue. We are now accompanied by Gulja as well. The simulant gave the impression that she wouldn't be back, but I suppose only time will tell. And at present, we have no further leads on Calyx. For now, perhaps you can take a moment to contact our friends, says Raha. It would be good to catch each other up on recent developments, and I am certain everyone would appreciate hearing from you. Okay. I guess I don't leave. I just move a tiny bit to the north and click on this destination, and we get a cutscene. There might be voice acting. I'm gonna put my earbud back in. My options are Y'shtola, Alphino, Alisei, Erenville. We'll start from the top. Y'shtola. No order necessary, in my opinion. If it isn't Mercy, is something the matter? It's a bad Y'shtola. It's been a while, sorry. So preservation is behind the recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear you are none the worse for your trials, though. Still bad, I'm sorry. You get a little flashback of her talking to an Elzen man who I think I recognize, but I don't remember where. He may be the guy that officiated the memorial funeral service for Sphene. I don't know. As for myself, I've just concluded a meeting with Gosan. I told him about the cure for Levin sickness, and we formed a tentative plan to treat all those who are stricken. I'm now otherwise occupied, so I shall take a look around the government sector to see if aught is amiss. I'm now otherwise unoccupied, is the beginning. Sorry, my bad. And if this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it in earnest as well. She has a more nasally voice, I just can't remember how to do it. Not that I ever did it good enough in the first place. Alphino, however, I think I can do okay. Ah, excellent timing, my friend. I had a mind to call you myself to see how you were faring. I explained something to him. Calyx, while something was obviously afoot, I couldn't have imagined that such an individual would be involved. 'Tis well you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That said, her absence may have consequences. Cutscene goes black for a second. We have a flashback to, or flash somewhere, to Alphino talking to the people of Alexandria. The people of Alexandria still have great trust in Sphene. 'Tis plain in the way they speak of her even now, and in how the simulant was able to win them over. When they notice she has ceased to appear again, rumor and worry will spread. We must be mindful of any pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. Sorry. But forgive me, it's been battle after battle, for you, hasn't it? We can handle ourselves for now, so pray rest up while you can recover. Pray rest up while you can and recover your strength. Last video, for sure. My bad, I'm sorry. Alisei is next. Again, no order in particular, just going down the list. Yes, hello, Mercy. For you to call out of the blue, is something wrong? I explained to her whatever's going on. What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and you didn't think to ask me to come? Exclamation point. Question mark, exclamation point. But I suppose I've been fairly busy myself. We get another black screen and then a flash to what she's been doing with the flying pig, whatever they're called, like that she uses to temper, well, to temper temperance? You know, temper the thralled, I suppose, is the way I can put it to make it make sense to me. Oh. Levin sickness is what they call it here. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for Levin sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milo shortly to see how he is responding to his treatment. You've met him before with Lamachi, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have time. I think that's the scene that we were looking at, her attending to Milos, or Milos. M-I-L-O-S. In Erenville, last, not least. Just in order. Mercy, this is a surprise. Has Wuklamat gotten into trouble again? Again, been a while since I've done the accents, I'm sorry. I see. Knowing you, I expect you're already looking forward to the next obvious trap. Try not to overdo it. Try not to overdo it. We get the black screen and we see more or less what Erenville might be doing with some crates and some people checking inventory. I'm in the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping the people with their work and talking to those I meet to gauge their sentiment. It's been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following recent events, some here stopped wearing regulators. This has led to a disparity in what people remember about the Queen's death, and the occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if there are any other changes. My ability to do accents is worse than it was previously, although I cannot say that it was ever good. Mine apologies. We talked to Sphene to continue the quest, although I wish it were to complete it. Cutscene. Please talk so I don't have to. They're not gonna. Yeah. What did the others have to say, if I may ask? Says Sphene. I explain what I heard and talked to them about. They finished treating Milos. Then we should go. We should then we have to go and visit him. Says Wook. Would you mind if I accompanied you? I understand he's afflicted with the self-same condition as I was, and I cannot help but worry for him. Of course, we don't mind at all. In the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 and see how things are, says Krile. I share Alphino's concern about the Queen's absence, and even setting that aside, the situation is not like to resolve itself while becoming endless remains an option. I've been meaning to visit some shops, so I shall join Krile, says Raha. While everyone's out and about, I'll try to pick up Calix's trail. I'll see if I can dig up some information about the key for Y'shtola as well, says Shale. I'll help you, says Gluzja. It seems we all have things to do. Still, there's no telling what else Calix might have planned, so please be careful, everyone, says Sphene. Nods all around. One last look at Wuklamat. Right, let's go to Milos' apartment. It's in residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. And now the cutscene will end with some of us walking out of it, fading to black. Turn my world to black. The fastest way would probably be to just teleport out of the back room to the main aetherite, and then use that aetherite to teleport over to the residential sector. But far be it for me to do something fast. Never. Although, by the way, I do not think that there was a treasure chest at the end of that trial. Not that all trials do have that, but generally if they're not hard or extreme, I think they have had treasure chests. This one just didn't, which I guess is fine. I don't know if it should have. I don't know enough about anything anymore. Not that I ever did. It's been a while since I made videos where I talk this much, and I think it's showing. It's showing that I maybe somewhat miss talking this much, which feels wrong to me. We are in the residential sector. We enter what I did not remember was the correct pathway to get to this room with Isadora and Milos. We'll talk to Milos to complete the quest. Hello, you came before with Queen Sphene. I'm glad you came again. I believe he'll be fine now, but just for good measure, I'll administer a healing spell, says Alice. Milos nods. Cutscene starts. testing it.
I think I just grabbed this turret.
Yeah.
I'm sick of running all over the place.
Might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer.
My bad. I pressed a button. I pressed on my freaking earbud, which activates the most recent thing I was watching. So sorry about that. Isadora, his mom, says, "I once hoped that Milos, at least, might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore."
You feel different now?
Says Wook.
Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life.
What's it called? They're enthralled, yes, but there's a different word they use for it in this game. I think it is tempered. It's been a while.
And I want to be there with him every step of the way. To grow old with him as his mother and not something else.
It's been a while. Sveen is here watching. The flying pig finishes its cast and disappears.
That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
This is Alizé.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now,
Milos.
you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time.
Go on, go on, go on, leave me breathless. Sorry.
That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects.
Lightning. Does that include regulators?
Regulators. No.
It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you.
No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
Moving outside the dome. Nope. Oops.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihiola.
Haven't done that in a while.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
Yeah, like, that's a good question. How do they get houses, jobs, food, like to begin with, money? I don't know. All of it. Luke nods, and she and the mom move away
I'm
from the
happy.
bed.
I can talk again.
I'm happy. I can talk again.
Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy. That I like it when she strokes my hair.
Wow.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen Sveen always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
I guess he hasn't.
Thank you for explaining everything.
He hasn't recognized that Sveen in her hood is Sveen. I mean, she doesn't necessarily look, aside from the face, doesn't necessarily look anything like the Sveen he's used to in her really beautiful, like, pinkish dress? Pink and
We'll
yellow?
come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know.
Pink and yellow, pink and yellow.
Let's get going, shall we?
What did I do? She says, right, let's get going, shall we? I don't think that was me. I don't think I clicked out of it. It just, like,
Please
stuttered.
come back soon. You too, miss.
Milos says to Sveen, even though she said nothing, but she nods and walks out with the rest of us. How did the mom not recognize her? It's just a hood. You can see her face.
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
Same face.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria.
Why am I tired already? I didn't get
In the
good sleep
name of
last night.
his evolution, Calyx has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path.
I took 10 milligrams. No, it's not milligrams. I took 10 grams of creatine this morning, though, to make up for it. I usually just take 5, but it got me through until now.
No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own. One that honors the memory of my other self.
Hold on just a second. I found a video I want to watch eventually. We're good. Cutscene fades to black with her holding the tiara in her hands. Shared Paths is complete. 1287 Gil. The rest of my night will be doing a main scenario to get all of the various tombstones. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed Shared Paths in this video. And I will see you next time for whatever video of mine you happen to choose to watch. Bye bye for now.